Well, it's midsummer and there's a full moon, so I think it's going to be appropriate today to respond to one of our questions about paganism and why they use a lunar calendar. But if we're going to talk about neo-pagans and Wiccans, we best have a bonfire. And some drums. And somebody dancing around the bonfire. Who is that anyways? Justin Bieber? What's he doing here? You bust some moves, Justin Bieber. Okay, so back to the calendar. Why base a calendar off the moon? Well, think about it. How do you tell time? How do you know what day it is? For me, I ask my iPhone. I say, iPhone, what day is today? And it says, it's Thursday. And I say, thank you, iPhone. What would I ever do without you? Now think about a few thousand years ago. They didn't have iPhones. What are they going to do without an iPhone? They don't even know what day it is. Well, they had the moon. So the moon kind of was their iPhone. It told them what day it was. At least it told them what month it was. Because you can look at the moon and maybe it's a crescent. Maybe it's a full moon. Maybe it's a new moon where you can't even see it. That's how they tell what time of the month it is. So a full moon comes around every 29.5 days, roughly. So a full moon equals a month. But since having a half day in a month, that's kind of weird. So what they do is they have 29 days in one month and 30 days in the next month. You got 29 days in a month, that's an unlucky month. 30 days, that's a lucky month. Have a party. The problem with that cycle is after 12 months they only have 354 days. And if you look at our calendar, we have 365 days. That's a difference of 11. So they're losing 11 days every year. So what do? Well, every 2.5 years they'll have an extra 27.5 days. So they add on an extra month. And they do that every 2.5 years in 5-year cycles. So in 5 years they add on 2 months. But 27.5 days, that's not a month. So in 30 years they actually have gone over a month. So in the 6th cycle, you got 5 cycles of adding 2 months every 5 years, and then in the 6th cycle they'll add the first month, but then it won't add the second month. So that puts them back on track, and they're only off about a day from our calendar, and it's pretty amazing. It's really complicated, and you have to remember to add months and subtract months and all that kind of stuff, but you have a month to think about it because you're just doing it based on the full moon. You don't have to remember Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I would get lost. But it's like, hey, there's a moon. Let's put a notch there. Hey, there's another moon. It's been 29.5 days. Let's put a notch there. Hey, this is a lucky month. Yay, let's make some crops or something. We're gonna be successful. Yeah. Anyways, another important thing about today, another fun thing about today, especially in neo-paganism and Wiccan, is today is llamas, also known as lufiditation, I call it llamas, not like llamas. Where's my llamas? Here's my llamas. They're not llamas like this. It's spelled L-A-M-M-A-S. And it's their harvest festival. It actually takes place 2010 on August 7th, which is today. That's the day I'm doing this video, like right now. That's amazing. And what they usually do is they would make a little corn doll and they'd sacrifice it in a big bonfire just like this one behind me. Of course, I'm not a neo-pagan, I'm not a Wiccan, so I don't celebrate llamas. But I like festivals. But I don't really want to sacrifice a corn doll. I didn't make a corn doll. So, hey, where'd Justin Bieber go? You shouldn't let a little kid run around. They might get into trouble. Oh, there you are. Hey, stay away from that fire. You don't want to get too close. Oh no! Justin Bieber got incinerated. That's so sad. We should take a moment of silence for Justin Bieber. Alright, we're done. Bye.